Hi, welcome back. We're going to be reading the third part of the fifth chapter of Z-fari, the zombie video book. So if you're sitting comfortably, we'll begin. The afternoon crawled by for Bebe. He did a lot of scanning, seeing nothing. He unfastened the hatch at the top of the ladder into Z-land and went down, climbed back up, refastened the hatch again 6 times. He did 20 push-ups and 20 sit-ups. Then he scanned his area. He did this 10 times. He took both shotguns out of the shed and cleaned them. He field stripped his Glock and reassembled it. He did the same to his Marlin. He would clean it when he got back to Mrs. McGee's after work. He reread the manual for the flamethrower 3 more times. Finally, he heard Sally on the stairs. Sally walked up the stairs and smiled when she saw Bebe. "Glad you're back, Bebe," she told him. He was secretly thrilled that she remembered to call him Bebe. They talked about work. Bebe told her that Ike had got an undie that morning. He told her about his target practice with the branch. She told him that she would think about creating a range for them to practice on while they were working. Bebe told her that he had some ideas, but that he wanted to think them over. Their conversation was easy and unforced. She made Bebe feel better about his decision to join the patrol. They finally said their goodbyes until tomorrow. Bebe grabbed his rifle and Glock, walked down the stairs, whistled an old Clifton Chenier song as he walked back to Mrs. McGee's. Ay tefe. When he walked into the kitchen, Mrs. McGee was busy making supper, but she washed her hands and dried them on her apron and said, "You got a package today." "A package?" Bebe said. "Yes, sir, a big one, too." Bebe furrowed his brow. "I'm not expecting anything." Mrs. McGee smiled. "Well, then, I'll go get it and bring it in here for you to open. It will be like an early Christmas," and she hurried into the living room. She was back in a minute, lugging a box almost as tall as she was. She gave it to Bebe and said, "There's another little box that came with it. It's as heavy as lead. I'll go get it." She left and came right back with a square box. "Open them," she said. Bebe lost no time, tearing at the cardboard box like an eager 6-year-old. It took him a minute, and then he smiled, and he said, "I know what it is. It's my Barrett. 50 cal semi-automatic with a Bohr's integrated ballistic computer and a Leopold Mark 4.5 to 14 by 50 millimeter scope." He lifted the little box and tore it open. "And a couple boxes of ammo, too. You were right about Christmas, Mrs. McGee. Take it up to your room and get cleaned up. I made meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans for dinner. Orange jello for dessert if you're still hungry. Then you can get your new gun ready for work tomorrow." Bebe almost flew up the stairs with his new gun. He came down again for his Marlin and the box of 50 cal ammunition. He was gone for about 5 minutes, but when he came back into the kitchen, he was clearly cleaner. Bebe and Mrs. McGee had a pleasant dinner. Bebe told her about his day on the platform, and she listened patiently. Bebe was hungrier than he had first thought, and had 2 helpings of meatloaf, 2 of mashed potatoes, but only 1 of beans. He did clean his plate. Mrs. McGee asked if he would like some jello for dessert. Bebe declined. "Don't stay up too late with your new toy, Bebe. You've got to go to work tomorrow. Sleep tight. I'll see you in the morning," she said. "Good night, Mrs. McGee. Thank you for everything," Bebe told her, and hurried up the stairs to his room.